Why hello you lovely people out there on the interwebs. Here we have a Cougar Ford. I'll wait until the noise goes down a little bit. Right, here we go. It's a Ford Cougar. I thought I'd put this on out with MrBroms because they're very rare. You don't get to see them a lot. So it's a nice addition to the Ford. I wouldn't have minded owning one of these. They're quite nice. Right, the reason I'm filming this is to do with the subframe, brake lines. It failed on a few things on the MOT, so we'll just give you a look at the MOT list. So there was a quite substantial list. So subframe likely to be becoming detached from rear, blah de blah de blah. So you can go through all that, but that's all the repairs I've got to do on this car. So it belongs to a lovely lady. I do believe it was her father's car, so it's got a lot of sentimental value to her. So hence the reason we're going through all this, because I'm sure someone would have just bought a brand new subframe and just be done with it. But we're trying to keep the cost down. So this is the actual subframe. So they failed it on the MOT because you've got a hole here. And you can see the way it's been bent out. You see that being bent out, and the anti-roll bar bracket. I can get my fingers underneath there. So yeah, that's not good. So I'm going to be cutting most of this out. I'll be getting a rust repair, rust treatment. So I'm going to give it a good rust treatment all over, so it saves what metal's there. I'll find out where it is losing most of the metal, and then I'll just cut that out and weld another piece in. I've got other subframes, old subframes, the same thickness, so I can cut patches out and stuff like that and make it look as good as new. You'd never know, trust me, you'd never know. And it'd be just as safe, maybe even not safer, because I always go OTT on the world. So there we have it. So all we're doing is this subframe. We're going to be taking everything off, rubbers, everything, etc, etc. I'm going to be sanding down as much as I can. I'd love to put this in a sandblaster or something like that, but I haven't got that sort of dough. So yeah, we're going to put this in my tent so I can get it back down to as much metal as possible. Treat whatever needs to be treated, obviously prime, and then spray it, get it back on the car, put all new rubbers in. I will be filming that. Like I said, I thought this was an interesting one because I haven't ever done a subframe. Well, I have done subframes, but not on this channel. So that's why I thought I'd do it out with MrBroms. And as you know, as MrBroms says, if MrBroms can't fix it, it can't be fixed. So it's as simple as that. But we're going to give this a go. And yeah, next time I see you, it should be in the tent, getting this mostly prepared and ready to go. So I'll catch you lovely people soon. Right, here we go, you lovely people out there on the interwebs. Got it in my tent. So I've sprayed down what left of the bolts on it. I think it's the anti-roll bar bolts and these trailing arms down here. So I'm just going to get them off. I'll just quickly give you a quick view of it and see how bad it was. I mean, it is a bit gnarly in places, but you can still make this structural good enough. So yeah, so I've just sprayed up the ends, let them soak for a little bit. I'm going to put you lovely people back down, and I'm just going to crack on with it. Right, you lovely people, I'll bring you straight back. my love pedal, my load slower. Right, you lovely people, I'm going to let that soak for a little while and I'll bring you straight back. Right, you lovely people, I've stopped there for a reason. I want to save as much metal on this as possible. I've got a rust treatment, it's amaldite. I've used this stuff before, it's very good. What it does, it transfers rust back into metal, or workable metal. So we'll see how well this does. I've done a lot of wire wheeling. I didn't film that because of the noise and everything else, and it was just wire brush on the end of a drill, just trying to knock off the worst of it. So yeah, I'm going to be hitting it with this and we'll go from there. I will knock off any flaky bits obviously because it's not metal anymore, it's just rust, but I want to give it as much of a fighting chance as possible. So we'll do this first, get this on and then see what's left. Now I'll put a hole in sponge, I'll be careful. Okay, you lovely people, I've put a really thick coat on it. What it does, it transfers it like black, so once this is cured it should go like really black. But yeah, I've gone all over it, so yep, I'm going to leave this sit overnight just to give it the best possible chance, and then I will come back tomorrow and I will sort that hole out. There's a hole there. I need to drill out that bolt, that's for the anti-roll bar. I've got to drill out this one as well because that one was absolutely stuck as well, so I've got to drill that out as well. But as you can see in the video, it took a while putting this stuff on, and yeah, so it's just basically painting a substance on. It's not that hard, so yeah, it's very easy to do. So yeah, I will see you in the next clips. Okay, you lovely people out there on the interwebs, it's been a couple of days since the last clip. I wanted it to get treated a lot more, so I just wanted it to stay in here and get as much as that rust repellent stuff I can. I've gave it another treatment because I was finding a lot of flakes here and there. This was one of the holes there, but this side's the worst. As you can see there, it's really bad. So, and I bet you thought I forgot about this. Look, I cut this off so I can get in here as well. Yeah, so I've treated everything, but what I'm going to do is on this side I'm going to cut down here, all the way down here to about this point here. It's got like a little raise thing here, you won't be able to see it on camera, but I'm just going to cut all the way down that line, cut straight across there and up there. Same on this side, you can probably see it, see that little ridge there? I'm just going to cut along there and then all the way down there, and then this segment, this whole bodged segment should come off. And then what I can do is I can just put it on a sheet of paper, cardboard, you know, draw around it, get a mirror image. This side I'm not going to do like what I'm going to do on that side. I am just going to plate this side because it isn't so bad. It's really gone like really hard metal. I've been hitting it with a £6 hammer and that, and yeah, it is solid this. So I am just going to plate this, but I'm going to plate it from this ridge here, from side to side, obviously. I'll have to cut a little slit to go there. But yeah, I'll basically make a patch that takes all this up. So it comes all the way around to about this point here. Yeah. So all this will get a new flat bit of metal, and I'll just weld it all the way along there, all the way, and just go OTT on the weld. And then when I flip it over, I'll be able to do another like patch panel, if you will, on the other side, so it's got like a double skin. So yeah, the chances of that failing are very slim. But this side, I do believe I've got to do quite a bit of work this side to make it structural. This is the actual structural point here. This is your main beam. Luckily this is not rusted out, it's really got a lot of metal on it. I've used oh, I can't think what they're called, the digital calibrator, I think it's one of them, digital calibrator. So I've checked the size of the metal, like I've gone here, I've gone there, I've gone down here on the other side, and yeah, it's relatively thick. So that's my plan of attack. That's what I'm going to do. Any holes where the bolts go straight through, like this one, and you've got one here, all I'm going to do is just plate this, just put a plate over it, obviously drill 2 new holes, plate this over this, so then again you're getting a double thickness of this basically. And I will do the same over here. You see you've got a bolt there that goes through there, so I'll just put a plate from bolt to bolt straight across, and the same on this side, straight across. I might put a floor in as well, like just try and put a bit of metal down here as well. Like I said, I'm just going to go OTT on this because we want it to last. I don't want anyone saying I'm sure someone will say you can't do that, it's a subframe, it's structural, and it's not going to be any good. Yes, it will be. It'll probably last longer than the car after I'm finished with it. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next clips. My hello and welcome back, you lovely people out there on the interwebs. So yeah, just alliterate or confess, this ain't the same subframe. As you can see, this subframe is different, and it has no holes in this subframe, as you can see. I did try and repair the subframe that come off the car. It was really bad. I mean, it had holes up the yin yang, especially them plates back there. Them plates were gone. They didn't exist. This one down here didn't exist. The green dye you can see is the Amarok stuff. I'm just treating little bits of rust on here. It's not much, it's just a bit of scabbing here and there, as you can see. So it just needs cleaning up and just giving some love, really. So this is the one I'm going to do. Like I was going to say, when it comes to subframes and stuff like that, I don't muck around. I know it seems like I joke about a lot, but yeah, when it's to do with subframes, any structural part of the car, that's serious. These things have been designed on computers, and you know, thousands and thousands of pounds of research have gone on to these things. So me coming along, cutting it, and thinking I can make it as good as it was, maybe. But I was having restless nights, let me assure you, because I did try and cut it up and add other bits to it, but yeah, it was so bad. The bits I added as well, it just didn't look right. It come out all right, but structural, I wouldn't be happy with it. I'd be sleeping in my bed, rolling about all the time. So I went out and got this one. So we got a nice new one, well, new second-hand one, so it's a lot better, as you can see. So hopefully she'll be happy with this. Well, I know she'll be happy with this one. So at least we can carry on and get the car back on the road for her. So yeah, it's 100% gonna go back on the road. She still thinks it's 50-50 at the moment, so shh, don't tell anyone. Got a very windy day here today, but yeah, this is the other subframe. I got it off of your internet, you know where you get them from, so I just got another one basically that wasn't as bad as the last one. I mean, let me pick up a little bit of the last one. I mean, yeah, I mean that's that bit. Yeah, so I mean, you know, there's only so much welding or rust repellent, whatever you want to call it, you can do to it. So this was definitely shot. It was absolutely done. Like I said, I never give up straight away. I did give it a go, but yeah, I would have had total restless nights about it. So enough of me waffling, this is the one we're going to go with. So I've got rust primer for it, so I'm going to stick some rust primer on it. Once I've done some rust primer and the other primer, I'll bring you lovely people straight back.